So like we said, everything has energy. And in this workshop, we're going to try and feel that energy. How we can use it, how we can understand certain things. Now, the basic of basic things we need to understand is that we don't know. We think we know, but we don't really know. But the subconscious does know. So in kinesiology, what we do is we actually check with the subconscious what the real answer is. And then sometimes we see when we are lying to ourselves. If any of you have ever did medicine initiations, you can say, then sometimes the ego is retracted completely and suddenly you are mirrored with the reality, with the truth. And then you're like, oh, it showed me. So the energy will show you because the energy knows. What this energy is, you give it whatever name you want. We call it the subconscious because it's easier. And we're going to learn a little bit about how to test our muscles to check for answers. And the first thing I want you to do is split into couples. And I want one person to create an energy ball, okay? Feel that you're creating an energy ball. Breathe into it. See it, feel it. Slowly expand it. And the other person, I want to put his hand in the middle of the other person, of the energy ball. And then, when you feel right, try to move the energy ball and see if the other person feels, if the hand feels. You understand? Very simple.
Eyes open or closed?
Eyes open. So you all felt that you can actually move energy with your hands a little bit, right? For some people, we work on it, like in martial arts, they work on it so much that they can actually use the chi to move objects. Not lift them up, but like to push objects. Like I would be able to push the door of the closet. Or other people use it for healing. And the more you practice it, the more it flows. The more it flows. Ranini, come here, I need a volunteer. So, muscle checks. Sit. Okay. Lift your hand up like this. Now the muscle, when we're going to check it, we should also make the initial line, to see how much is resisting. Can you just resist a little bit and try to keep good? Okay. Now, for the word yes or any positive answer, the muscle will be a little bit stronger, about 20% stronger, something like that. So when he says yes for something, I will feel a little bit stronger. When he says no, I will feel that I can move him a little bit more. And with time and patience and practice, you will become really accurate in this. So, is your name Pranini?
Yes.
Great. Now I want you to lie to me. Do you live in France?
Yes.
He does.
He does live in
does.
France. Really? Do you live in Israel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Great. What is your favorite color?
Light.
What?
Light. Should I lie?
No, say the truth.
I agree.
Great. Are you in love?
Yeah. With you.
Okay, great. Now I want you to stay with the same people that you were, and I want you to play around with it. Notice that when ask them to lie or not to lie, is your eye color green?
Light.
Choose whatever you want.
No.
No? Yeah. See, you will feel that it's a little bit stronger. Yeah.
Just through my practice, like you can find out that, like if you're very sensitive, you can feel the pulse of yes, and you don't need to push the hand actually. But
Without touching them?
Without pulling the hand, like the hand will pull you, and there will be like a charge, like a energetic charge. I don't know. Yeah, that would be explanation.
Okay.
My experience as well when you close these fingers.
Yes.
When you play
That's the next one. That's for self-testing. We now want them to test it, but after that we'll get to the self-testing. Don't worry. And I have less experience in this than other people, so you guys say whatever you want, bring more exercises, like everybody here, it's new for them, but really test it with yourself, you will see. So, go. Next thing is objects. Certain objects give you more energy, and certain objects take away energy from you. Okay? I have here 2 crystals, 1 essential oil, 1 cell phone, 1 remote. You will see that when you hold it, you have the phone, you have less energy, meaning you will have less resistance. But when you will hold a crystal, you will have a little bit more resistance. Same thing with salt. There's the Himalayan salt and there's the regular salt. In this way you can test different foods for you. You will see that when you're holding it, the next thing we're going to learn is how to test it on ourselves. But now I want you to test it on other people, so it's more subjective, you know? So you don't have your own mind influencing the result. So whatever it is that you want to try, mostly it's things from nature that are more natural to us, but crystals are really energetic. Sometimes things that we give meaning to, things that we have like bracelets and things that are personal to us sometimes give us energy, you know. So take whatever you want. There's also sugar, big sugar. Didn't find this one sugar. You will see that the sugar and the salt is not so good to you.
Okay.
Amazingly enough. But the technology is something that, you know, ever since I learned and I felt it, I'm not sleeping with the cell phone, you know, next to me. I'm putting it 2 meters away from me. I'm putting it in airplane mode when I can, because it's really not good. You really feel the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is something actually about this, that if you put love and gratitude.
What?
Love and gratitude.
Yeah, into the cell phone?
It's
Maybe I'll write it on the
Or
screen.
takeon.
Yeah, it's one of the things in the book.
Yeah, it makes sense. So, try, take oranges from the kitchen, test it. Maybe we have some others. We learned that certain objects give us more energy and certain objects give us less energy. We can also, when we think about it, like Konstantin said, we can also see how we feel with certain things. We call that, you know, intuitively understanding or feeling. And you know that some of the things that are good for you now, tomorrow they're not going to be good for you. I'm not talking about the things that we know in advance that are probably bad for you all the time. Usually it's about technology or the white salt and stuff like that. But certain foods, you need them in certain times. Next thing we learn is how to test it on ourselves. So there's 2 methods that I will show you. The first one is we put stress with the middle finger on the pointing finger, that's what it's called, yeah? Yes. And ask ourselves the question and we see if we feel a resistance less or more. It's harder to test on ourselves. Ask yourself yes questions, no questions, and see the difference in response. Each one we'll try all 3 of them and see which one you like the best. The second one is like this. You put your fingers like this, and if you say no, you will feel that you're letting go a little bit. You see that make sure that you feel the different tension and see when no will actually make it tear. So don't put all the pressure you want. Just when you say no and you feel that you're letting go just a little bit. And the third one, which is slightly painful sometimes, is to actually feel against a wall or something like that. Feel a resistance when you're against the wall. You will see you're asking yourself certain questions. You can do it with the finger as well. No and yes, and just slowly learn how to distinguish the no from the yes. I have a friend that does this all the time. He goes in the supermarket, he touches a melon, goes, no, another melon, you know, oh yeah, this is much better, then puts it in the basket. But you will get a sense for it, you know, you get a sense, especially if you're healers, you can use this all the time because the person can lie and you will still understand. And you can ask the body if he has a certain sickness. Now the only issue is that you get only yes or no answers. So sometimes these people are standing with pages and start going this system, this system, this system. No, oh, this system, yes, okay. Going to this organ, this organ, this organ, yes, okay. When did it start? So they ask themselves. The person doesn't even have to hear it, but the body knows, which is an amazing part. So you want to try it a little bit, play with it. After this we have only one exercise, and then we're done. Or you want to do this later? Okay, everybody stand up. The last one, I don't know how you call it in English. Metultelet. It's the one, you know, when we put above our chakra, the string with the little metal.
Pendulum.
Pendor. Yeah, it's called the human pendor. Pendor?
Pendulum.
Pendulum. Pendulum. Thank you. With the English accent, I can understand. Okay. So, when you ask yourself a question, you will get a yes or no by leaning forward or backwards. Meaning, if I ask myself, is my name Ray? Yes, you will see. Now find the balance point. Imagine that you're from the core of the planet with a straight line, and no will yield backwards. A strong no will yield backwards, even that maybe push you backwards, so be careful. Now try. Try the questions that you're not sure about. Not the ones that you understand completely, you know? So go for it.
Sorry, that was a good question.
Ask yourself, how long do you think you can do the dry fast? Ask yourself if your life is going to change after the 10-day process.